You know that feeling on Sunday night? That little knot in your stomach when you realize the weekend is officially over? We've all been there. You lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, thinking about all the emails waiting for you, and that meeting at 9 a.m. That could definitely have been an email. It's heavy. So, when Monday morning actually rolls around and you're sitting at your desk, feeling like just another cog in the machine, you look for an escape. And for most of us, that escape is just one click away. You're scrolling through your phone during a boring conference call, and suddenly, that new gadget or those shoes you saw an ad for don't look like a luxury anymore. They look like a reward. They look like the only thing that's going to make this day bearable. It's a weird phenomenon if you really stop to think about it. Monday is supposed to be the start of our productive week. We set goals, we promise to hit the gym, we plan our meals. But by 2 p.m., the reality of the work week has drained us so much that our self-control just evaporates. We aren't just shopping because we need stuff. We're shopping because we're trying to buy back a sense of happiness that the Monday morning grind took away from us. It's almost like we're paying a tax just to survive the start of the week. What's really fascinating is the conversation we have with ourselves in that moment. It's this internal negotiation where we say, "I've worked hard today," or "I deal with so much stress, I deserve this." In the US, we've turned the word deserve into a dangerous financial weapon. We use it to justify almost anything when we're feeling drained. Think about it. When you're having a great day, you don't usually feel this desperate need to go out and drop $100 on something random. You're already happy. But on a Monday, when the coffee is cold and the workload is piling up, that purchase feels like the only win you're going to get all day. It's almost like a survival instinct. We feel like we're losing our time, our energy, and our freedom to our jobs, so we try to reclaim some of that power by spending money. It's a quick fix, a little hit of dopamine that tells our brain, "See, I'm still in control. I can still have what I want." But the problem is, that feeling of control is a total illusion. We aren't actually in charge. We're just reacting to a dip in our mood. We're basically trying to fix a deep, emotional fatigue with a credit card, which is like trying to put a tiny band-aid on a broken leg. It might cover the spot for a second, but it's not fixing the underlying break. There's a deeper layer to this that most people don't realize, and it's called decision fatigue. Think of your brain like a battery that starts the day fully charged. Every single choice you make, from what shirt to wear to how to word a difficult email, drains that battery just a little bit. By the time Monday afternoon rolls around, you've made hundreds of small decisions, and probably a few big ones, and your willpower battery is basically flashing red. This is exactly when your brain's defense mechanisms start to fail. When your executive function is tired, your brain stops thinking about the future and starts obsessing over the right now. It becomes much harder to care about your retirement account or that vacation you're saving for next year when you're staring at a cool piece of tech or a trendy outfit that promises a hit of happiness right this second. It's not that you're bad with money or that you don't have discipline. It's that your brain is physically exhausted. You're making financial choices with a mind that's essentially running on fumes, and in that state, the loudest voice in your head is the one demanding comfort. Retailers know this. They know that a tired, stressed-out person is the easiest person in the world to sell to because they've lost the mental energy required to say no. It's not just happening inside your head, though. We have to look at the world around us, especially here in the States, because the environment is literally designed to trigger these impulses right when we're at our weakest. Marketers are experts at timing. They know that Monday is the day people feel the most behind or unfulfilled. So they hit you with emails and social media ads that promise a fresh start or a quick fix for your mood. It's no accident that Monday flash sales are a thing. They aren't just offering a discount. They're offering an emotional exit ramp from a day that feels like a grind. In American culture, we've tied our identity so closely to what we produce and what we own that when the producing part feels hard, like on a Monday, we double down on the owning part to compensate. We've been fed this narrative of work hard, play hard, but in reality, it often turns into work hard, spend hard to forget how much you're working. We use shopping as a way to signal to ourselves and others that the stress is worth it. We think, if I can buy this high-end coffee and these new headphones, then the 40 hours I'm about to put in actually means something. We're essentially being nudged by a massive marketing machine to view consumption as the ultimate reward for our labor, which creates this cycle where we work more just to afford the things we buy to numb the pain of working so much. When we get into this habit of using money to patch up our Monday blues, we aren't just losing cash, we're losing time. Think about it this way. Every dollar you spend on something you didn't really need is basically a chunk of your life you can never get back. You traded hours of your freedom for that stress buy, and now you have to work even more hours to replace it. It's a sneaky trap because, in the moment, $50 or $100 doesn't feel like a life-changing amount. But when you add it up over a year, or 5 years, you start to see that you're essentially paying an unhappiness tax that keeps you anchored to the very job or lifestyle that's stressing you out in the first place. The real tragedy here is what psychologists call the future self disconnect. Our brains are hardwired to treat our future selves like total strangers. When you're stressed on a Monday, you care deeply about how you feel right now, but you don't really care about the you that has to pay the credit card bill 3 weeks from now. It's like you're stealing joy from your future to pay for a tiny bit of comfort today. But the more we do this, the further away our actual goals, like real financial freedom, or just having enough in the bank to quit a job we hate, start to drift. We're trading our long-term peace of mind for a temporary dopamine hit that usually wears off by the time the package even arrives at the door. So, how do we actually stop this? It's one thing to understand the psychology behind it, but it's another thing entirely to change your behavior when you're in the heat of a stressful Monday afternoon. The first step isn't about having more willpower. Remember, your willpower is already drained. It's about creating systems that protect you from yourself. One of the most effective ways to do this is what I call the inventory of intent. Instead of telling yourself no, tell yourself later. When you feel that impulse to buy, put the item in your cart, but make a pact that you won't hit that checkout button until Tuesday morning. Giving yourself that 24-hour buffer allows your dopamine levels to reset and your logical brain to come back online. You also have to find a zero-cost dopamine hit. If your brain is screaming for a reward because Monday is being cruel, give it something that doesn't involve a credit card. Go for a 15-minute walk, call a friend who actually makes you laugh, or even just watch a video that teaches you something new. You're looking for a way to change your state of mind without changing your bank balance. We have to stop treating shopping as the only way to feel better. It's about retraining your brain to realize that comfort doesn't have to be something you buy. It can be something you do. By shifting your focus from consumption to connection or movement, you start to break the neural pathway that links stress to spending. It would be easy if it were just us versus our own brains, but we're also fighting a war against a digital environment that's designed to keep us scrolling and spending. Social media is basically a giant, high-definition catalog of all the things your life is supposedly missing. On a Monday, when you're already feeling a bit low, seeing a curated post of someone's perfect home or their brand new car feels like a personal attack on your lifestyle. We start comparing our behind-the-scenes mess with everyone else's highlight reel. This creates a sense of social urgency, the feeling that if we don't buy that specific product now, we're falling behind. To beat this, you have to curate your digital space as carefully as you curate your home. Unfollow the accounts that make you feel inadequate or trigger that must-have itch. Unsubscribe from those retail newsletters that flood your inbox every Monday morning with exclusive deals. You have to realize that these companies aren't your friends. They are using sophisticated algorithms to map your insecurities and sell them back to you at a discount. By cleaning up your feed, you're removing the triggers before they even have a chance to hit your brain. You're taking back your attention, which is the first step toward taking back your money. At the end of the day, the goal isn't just to save a few bucks on a Monday afternoon. It's about changing the narrative of your life. We have to stop viewing Monday as a monster. We need to survive by buying treats and start seeing it as a day where we prove our resilience. When you resist that urge to spend, you're doing something much bigger than keeping money in your bank account. You're building a new identity. You're becoming the person who isn't easily manipulated by stress or clever marketing. You're becoming someone who values their future freedom more than a temporary distraction. Imagine waking up next Monday and knowing that no matter how many emails pile up or how annoying that meeting gets, your peace of mind isn't for sale. That's real power. It's about taking those small wins and letting them compound into a life where you aren't working to pay off past mistakes, but to fund future dreams. You have the tools now, the 24-hour rule, the digital cleanup, and the understanding of your own brain. Now, it's just about taking that first step. If you're ready to stop the Monday drain and actually master the psychology behind your money, make sure to stick around. We're going to keep diving deep into these glitches in our heads that keep us from the wealth we deserve. Drop a comment below and let me know. What's that one thing you always find yourself wanting to buy when work gets stressful? Let's talk about it. And don't forget to subscribe to Psych and Sense so you don't miss the next deep dive into your brain and your bank account. See you in the next one.